I want to share with you a profound understanding of how the present moment, the now, is a powerful ally in shifting the reality you experience. It is often in the quiet simplicity of the present that we find the most profound truths of existence. The here and now is where life unfolds, and by fully engaging with it, we can transform our entire way of being in the world. Imagine for a moment that your life is a river. Each thought you have, each action you take, is like a droplet of water in that river. Now, if you focus on the droplets that have already flowed downstream, you cannot change their course. Similarly, the droplets that are yet to come are not yours to command. The only droplet you can influence is the one that is here right now, in this very moment. The power of now is not a new concept. It is a timeless truth that has been spoken of in many traditions. It is the understanding that the past is an unchangeable sequence of events, and the future is a maze of infinite possibilities, yet to be shaped. But it is in the present where our power to create change truly lies. Why is the present so potent? Because it is the only point in time where we can take action. You cannot alter the past, nor can you act in the future. You can only act now. This realization is liberating. It frees you from the chains of past regrets and future anxieties. It empowers you to take charge of the one thing you can control, your actions right now. Consider the last time you truly felt alive, completely absorbed in what you were doing, so much so that time seemed to stand still. This is what it means to be present. It is a state of complete engagement with the now, where every sense is alive, every thought is clear, and every action is intentional. Now, let us delve deeper into how being present can shift your reality. When you are fully in the moment, you are fully in your power. You are aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and your surroundings. This awareness is the first step to conscious change. It allows you to see things as they are, not as you fear they might be or wish they had been. From this place of clarity, you can then make choices that are aligned with your true desires and values. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. But how does one become present? It is a skill, and like all skills, it requires practice. One simple yet effective way to practice is through focused breathing. By paying attention to your breath, the inhale and the exhale, you anchor yourself in the now. Try it. Notice the sensation of air filling your lungs and then slowly leaving. With each breath, you become more rooted in this moment. The present moment is also where gratitude flourishes. Have you noticed that gratitude is always directed at something that is happening or has happened, not at something that may happen? By recognizing and appreciating what is here now, you cultivate a sense of contentment and peace. This doesn't mean you do not strive for improvement, but it means that your striving comes from a place of fullness, not lack. Now, I invite you to consider your relationship with the present moment. How often are you truly here, not lost in thoughts of what was or what could be? Reality shifts when we shift our focus from the unreachable past and the uncertain future to the very real, very powerful now. Let's pause here for a moment. Reflect on how the recognition of the present moment's power feels to you. Are you beginning to see how your current reality might shift if you were more present? Let's continue this exploration in the next segment, where we will look into the transformative effect of presence on our thoughts and emotions. The luminous clarity of presence. As we progress further into the realm of the present, it's important to recognize the impact that our thoughts and emotions have on our reality. The mind is a powerful tool, and its habitual patterns often dictate the quality of our experiences. We typically spend much of our time lost in thought, ruminating on the past or projecting into the future. However, when we harness the luminous clarity of presence, we gain the ability to observe our thoughts and emotions without being ruled by them. In this space of presence, you begin to notice the narrative that your mind is constantly weaving. Often, this narrative is tinged with judgments, fears, and assumptions about how life should be. These stories are not who you are. They are simply patterns of thought that have been conditioned over time. By becoming present, you step back and see these patterns for what they are, transient and not defining of your true self. The practice of observing your thoughts and emotions is akin to sitting by the side of a river, watching the water flow by. Each thought, each emotion is like a leaf floating down the river. They come into your field of awareness, and then they drift away. You do not need to become attached to them, nor do you need to push them away. You simply allow them to be, acknowledging their presence without letting them carry you away. This practice is transformative. It shifts your reality from one where you are at the mercy of unexamined mental habits to one where you are in charge of your inner landscape. It allows you to respond to life's events with equanimity and poise, rather than reacting out of old habits of thought and emotion. Now, consider the emotional charge that often accompanies our thoughts. Emotions are powerful drivers of behavior, and when they are negative, they can distort our perception of reality. By being present with our emotions, we give ourselves the chance to feel them fully without becoming overwhelmed. This is not about suppression or denial, but about giving space to our emotions. In this space, we find that emotions, like thoughts, are fleeting and do not define us. Moreover, presence allows us to recognize the gap between stimulus and response. In this gap lies our freedom to choose, a choice that is often obscured when we are not present. When you respond from a place of presence, you are making a conscious choice rather than an unconscious reaction. This is where real change happens. This is how you shift your reality. The shift towards presence is not always easy. It requires consistent practice and a gentle perseverance. Remember, every moment is a new opportunity to practice being present. Whether you are eating, walking, talking, or simply sitting, you can always return to the now. This is where your power lies. In the clarity of presence, you may find yourself experiencing moments of profound insight and connection. These are the glimpses of the potential that lies within you, the potential to live a life that is rich with meaning and purpose. It is in these moments that you realize you are not just a passive observer of life, but an active participant in creating your reality. I'd like you to pause again and reflect on how presence has the power to transform your relationship with your thoughts and emotions. How does this shift in perspective begin to change the way you interact with the world? Keep this inquiry in your heart as we move into the next segment, where we will explore the role of presence in our actions and relationships. Unfolding the infinite now. Action and connection. In our journey through the expansive present, we arrive at a crucial juncture: action. The decisions we make and the actions we take are the physical manifestations of our thoughts and emotions. They are the brushstrokes on the canvas of our reality. When we operate from a place of presence, our actions gain an extraordinary depth and intentionality. This is where the infinite now becomes a crucible for transformation, not only within but also in the world around us. Presence infuses our actions with consciousness. Imagine performing your daily activities with full awareness. Each movement, each interaction is deliberate and considered. This is not about slowing down your physical actions. It's about aligning them with clear intent. Whether you're crafting a piece of art, solving a complex problem, or engaging in conversation, presence allows you to bring the full weight of your consciousness to bear on your actions. When your actions are guided by presence, they have a ripple effect. Consider the difference between a word spoken in anger and one spoken with understanding. The former can damage relationships and close doors, while the latter can heal wounds and build bridges. The state of your consciousness at the moment you act determines the outcome of your actions. By choosing presence, you choose to create positive ripples in the world around you. Presence also transforms the way we connect with others. In the space of the present, we meet others not as characters in our narrative, but as fellow travelers with their own narratives, their own dreams, and their own struggles. This recognition fosters a profound sense of connection and empathy. When you are fully present with another person, you give them the gift of being seen and heard, a gift that is all too rare in our fast-paced world. But how do you maintain presence in the midst of action, especially when the action is fast-paced or demanding? The key is to anchor yourself in the now, again and again. This might mean pausing for a brief moment to center yourself before responding to a situation, or it might mean maintaining a thread of awareness on your breath or your senses as you move through your activities. It is this thread that keeps you connected to the present moment, even as you act. Presence also means being open to what the moment presents, which often requires a degree of surrender. Sometimes, despite our best plans and intentions, things do not go as we expect. In these moments, presence asks us to let go of our resistance to what is and to find the opportunities that are hidden within the unexpected. This is not passive resignation, it is an active engagement with reality as it unfolds. Now, as we pause before the final segment of our exploration, consider the way presence can impact your actions and your connections with others. How might the quality of your presence, or lack thereof, affect the outcomes of your endeavors and the depth of your relationships? Hold these questions close as we prepare to dive into the concluding part of our journey, where we will bring together all the threads we've gathered into a coherent vision of living in the power of now, the alchemy of presence. Weaving the tapestry of reality. In this final act of our exploration, we arrive at the alchemy of presence. It is an alchemical process because it transforms the base metals of our everyday experiences into the gold of heightened consciousness. Through presence, we weave the disparate threads of our thoughts, emotions, actions, and connections into a cohesive tapestry of reality that reflects our deepest truths and highest aspirations. The fabric of our lives is made up of moments, countless, precious moments. Each moment holds the potential for transformation, for in each moment we are faced with a choice, to be present or to be absent. To weave our tapestry with conscious presence is to create a life that resonates with authenticity and purpose. Living in the power of now is not about rejecting the past or disowning the future. It is about recognizing that the only place where we can truly experience life, make changes, and embody our values is in the present. The past is a memory, the future a dream, and both are shaped by how we show up in the now. As we embrace presence, we find that it is both a sanctuary and a source of strength. In the sanctuary of the now, we can find respite from the relentless march of time and the cacophony of the external world. It is a place where we can return to our essence, to the stillness that exists beneath the surface of our being. From this stillness emerges the strength to face life's challenges with grace. Presence does not make life's storms disappear, but it provides us with the anchor to remain steadfast as they rage around us. It equips us with the clarity to navigate through them and the wisdom to learn from them. The tapestry of reality that we create through presence is one that is vibrant with color and rich with meaning. Each thread is woven with the fullness of our attention, the vibrancy of our emotions, the purposefulness of our actions, and the warmth of our connections. This is the artistry of living, the ultimate creative act. As we conclude this journey, it is my hope that you will carry the essence of these reflections into your daily life. The practice of presence is a continuous unfolding, an ongoing return to the now. It is a journey without end, for each moment is an opportunity to deepen our engagement with the present. Allow yourself to be a master weaver, to craft your reality with the threads of presence. Let your tapestry be a living work of art, one that reflects the depth of your spirit and the breadth of your humanity. Let us take one more pause, one more conscious breath, and in this pause, let us set the intention to remain present, to bring the power of now into every aspect of our lives, to transform each moment into an opportunity for growth, connection, and joy.